Okay. All right, we've got Miss Collins and Miss Allen and myself today because we have a brand new concept and some new words in math that you all need to know about, okay? All right, first thing I want you to do is write the word division. We are going to start dividing. Division. Operations in math have opposites. They have same, like multiplication and addition go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. And then they have opposites. So the opposite of multiplication is division. Okay? Multiplication gives you a huge total at the end. A huge total. To divide, you're looking for each. That's always a word in word problems that kind of gives us an idea that we're going to divide to find the answer. When they want to know something about each thing, I'm going to divide. I'm not going to multiply. If I see that word, how many in each row, or something like how much does each one cost, I'm going to be dividing. Okay? Now, you wrote the word division. I want you to skip way down because you've got to put something on top of that. So give me 4 lines. 1, 2, 3. Come down here. Come down here. And then go up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Okay? They used to call that a radical. I'm hoping that they still do. I didn't find it in your book, but Miss Liz is old school, and we called that the radical. Okay? Now, you're going to be introduced to the word dividend. This is the big number that's going to go inside. And we'll just call this, if you want to, let's just call it the house. Okay? Because you can figure that's got a roof over its head and a doorway, okay? Here's your little doorway. So we'll call it the house. The dividend is in the house. See what I've done here?
Yes, ma'am.
So you've done that. Now write this word, D-I-V-I-D-E-N-D. Dividend. D-I-V-I-D-E-N-D. Dividend. Got it? Got it in the house?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it's in the house. Now, you got to use your noggin a little bit here. We've got to write this word divisor. Well, if I start it right here, what happens? I didn't have enough room to write it, did I? So you got to come over, get over here far enough that you're going to have room to write D-I-V-I-S-O-R. Divisor. Write that. It's the number that's going to go through the door. It's going to go through the door. It's going to come see the dividend. Okay? Because remember, we're trying to find what each thing is. What's our clue word for dividing? Each. What? Each. In all? No. Each. Okay? Now, when the divisor knocks on the door and comes to see the dividend, there's going to be an answer. And we're going to put that answer up here. So it's called a Q-U-O-T-I-E-N-T. Now, write that word, and we're going to look at it from a phonics standpoint. Q-U-O-T-I-E-N-T. There are 2 really good phonics rules for this word. First, what do we know about QU?
That
What's it always say?
They always
Qua. 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 As in squaw. Squaw. Squirrel. Squaw. Qua. Qua. Squaw. Okay? So qua. Qua. Quarter. Q-U-A-R-T-E-R. Qua. Quar. Okay, now, what do we know about T-I in a word? What's it say? Don't you tell me. Don't you dare tell me. Hey, what? Say it, big boy. You got it. Shuh. Shuh. T-I. Look at this word, boys and girls. What's that word? Station. What did the T-I say? Shuh. Stay. Shuh. 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 Stay. Shuh. So, what is this word? Quotient. 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 Say it.
Quotient.
Say it.
Quotient.
And you better be able to spell it tomorrow. It's easy. Qua. Q-U. You know the U has to follow the Q. Q-U. Quo. O. Shuh. T-I. Ent. E-N-T. All right, you will have to be able to spell all three of these words tomorrow. Okay? Everybody be good? All right. Who's in the house? The dividend. Who's no knock on the door? Supervisor. And what's the answer going to be? The quotient. Okay? All right, now those are three things you've got to know when we divide. Remember, we are looking for pretty much the opposite of multiplication, all right? Now, we're going to look at, and we're going to do this horizontally, because I think that might be how your book. Where will I find the horizon? Where do you find the horizon?
On the west.
Well, it can be any direction, but it's where what meets what?
The up meets the up means like the.
What's up?
I know the
What?
sun. The sky meets the land.
Oh, thank you. Aiden, that's what I'm looking for. It's where the sky meets the land. So here's that old big sunshine, which we haven't seen except today in months. But that imaginary line. Here's the land. Here's where all the trees and things are. This is not ours. Okay? Those are your trees. And then here's the atmosphere. Okay? That's where that meets. That's your horizon. So anytime you're doing something horizontally, I'm going to be parallel to the floor. If I lie down on the floor, I'm going to be horizontal. Now, who can tell me I'm standing up? What is this? Not horizontal.
Vertical.
Thank you. Now I'm vertical. Okay, so you've got vertical, and you got horizontal. Okay, I want you to write that in your book. Draw your line straight up and down and put the word vertical. And then draw your line with 2 arrows where the horizon is. Look, there's your word horizon. And write the word horizontal. Put that in your book. So now you've got your house. And then we've got horizontal and vertical, because we can look at these objects either way. I believe your book is going to teach more horizontally than vertical. Okay, does everybody understand what those words mean? Okay? Are cars that drive on the road horizontal or vertical? Horizontal. Are trees horizontal or vertical?
Vertical.
There you go, you got it. Okay. All right. to tell me what commutative property is. Commutative. So we gotta do all this before we can even really kind of understand the division, okay? Is Aiden the only one that knows what commutative means? You wanna try it, and then Aiden, if they can, what do you think, baby?
You're owned by you. Like,
No, that's communal. That's, or no, I don't know.
it's like a plot of land that's owned by yours to like build.
Communal.
I think he's communal.
Yeah.
Okay, try it, sweetness.
All together.
No. Aiden, take a swap at it, boyfriend.
Changing the order of atoms does not change the sum.
Say that again, look at your definition.
Changing the order of atoms does not change.
There you go. Changing the order. Okay, let's take addition. 3 plus 4. What is 3 plus 4?
7.
Okay. Add in, sum. Say that. Add in, sum. How do you spell that sum? It's a homophone. S-U-M. Okay. Now, Aiden just was reading that definition. He said changing the order of the add-ins. Okay, so let's just flip. Didn't say anything about sum. Add-ins. 4. I'm flipping them. Does that change the outcome of the answer?
No, ma'am.
No. So what can we say about addition? It is commutative. It's commutative. Yeah. Okay. Let's check multiplication. Okay. Stick with our 3 and 4. Change that addition sign to times. All right. What's 3 times 4?
12.
12. Yay. All right. If multiplication is commutative, we can flip. Let's try it. Let's put the 4 here and the 3. 4 times 3.
12.
Oh, well, look at that. Now what do you know about multiplication?
Commutative.
It is commutative. Now don't say community. Commutative. Commutative. Got it? Commutative. There you go. Big word. So far, what 2 operations are commutative?
Addition and multiplication.
We got it. Addition and multiplication. Let's test it with subtraction. Okay? Let's say 4 minus 3. Okay, 4 take away 3 is?
1.
Okay. Okay, now let's flip them. Because if it's commutative, we can. Now it's going to be 3 minus 4. Never mind. Let me call you right back when I finish with this classroom. I'll call you. All right, that was his response. Okay. Yes, no, maybe? What?
No. It's negative.
Oh, we get to a negative integer. That's not happening.
No.
No. So is subtraction commutative?
No.
No. Neither is division.
No.
It's not gonna be. All right. Now let's go back to division because we had to kind of get our minds with some ideas. And because we're gonna go horizontal, let's do this. Let's do trees. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best at drawing trees. Okay. Now remember, we're going horizontally. Okay? All right. Let's count the total. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, let's go to our house. We're gonna put the 15 in the house. Okay? Now there was a much easier way than having to count each one. William, how could I have come up with 50? Huh?
Count one row and then add
Count one row and then multiply it by
three.
3. So we could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, multiply it by the 3 rows, come up with 15. But for those of us who still need to think about each thing individually, we counted individually, okay? All right, 15 is our, say the word.
Dividend.
Dividend. Dividend. Say dividend. All right, now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna divide it by 5. That's our divisor. Now remember, he's gonna go through that door into the house, and he's gonna go into the 15, is what we say. 15 divided by 5 or 5 into 15. So it doesn't matter. It's okay either way. 15 divided by 5 or 5 into 15. But right now we're going to say 15 divided by 5. So we have 5 and we have our 15. How many rows is it going to take us to get to that 15?
3.
3. So 5 will go in. Now notice, I did not put it right here. And because we're going to do it the old-fashioned way, I just want to show you something. Your answer is going to be 15. All right? That is kind of how books will show you. Now let's go back, and this is what I want you all to do. All right, ready? Here's your house. And here is our divisor. Okay? All right, here's your door. Can that 5 go into 1? Are there 5 parts to a 1? No, unless it's a fraction, which is 5 over 5. But we're not dealing with that right now. All right, 5 cannot go into 1. So we're going to put our space holder 0. So right now I want you to have your tent or your house. I want you to put your 15, the dividend. I want you to put your divisor here. And I want you to put 5 into 1. And I want you to hold that place right there. If you don't, you're going to be putting your numbers all over the quotient. And that's not going to work. You've got to hold your spot till you get old enough. Then Miss Liz takes this and she draws a line. And you'll see that. I've got some papers from last year where we divide the 1s and the 10s. All right, now you have to multiply in division. That's why we learn multiplication facts before we do division. So what do we do next, Miss Liz? We decided that 5 cannot go into 1. 0. No, it won't do it, so we put a 0. So now we have to multiply the 0 times the 5. How many is 0 times anything?
0.
All right. 0 times 5 is 0. Then draw your line, and we're going to subtract. 1 take away nothing is 1. And then you bring down the 5. Now you say, well, Miss Liz, we still end up with 15. Yes, we do. But why did I do this step right here? To keep you organized and to keep you writing your quotient correctly. Because when you all start dividing with decimals, it's going to really make a difference. So we're going to be old school, and we're going to do it this way. And I have 7 steps written for you. All right, so 5 would not go into 1. We put a 0 to hold our space. Then after you divide, you multiply. So 0 times 5, 0. And then we minus it out, subtract it out. 1 take away nothing is 1. And then you bring down the 5. Now we say 5 into the total of 15. How many 5s are in 15? 5 times what will give me 15? 3. Now, there's where your 3 goes. All right, you divide, then you what?
Multiply.
3 times 5 is?
15.
5 take away 5? 1 take away. I have no remainder. Now, this is an important step, too, because you're going to be having remainders at some point. If we do it like this, you won't ever put your answer in the wrong column. And this is a process, and we just have to do it. But do you see what we're doing?
Yes, ma'am.
We can multiply and get the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 times 3 was 15. Once we get the whole thing, we're going to divide it and separate it again. That's what division does. It separates it again. It doesn't give me the whole. Multiplication gives you the whole. Division separates it. All right, so now we're going to work with this 7-step formula that Miss Liz has devised. And let's see if we can't do this on our own. Oh, I'm going to give you all a good one. Okay, here's my house. And I'll put 27 in my house. And my 9 is going to be my divisor. All right, everybody. Now remember, we're dividing. You need space above and below. So don't be crowding it in, okay? Then I want you to take your pencil. And I want you to come here and come straight down. And you are ready to begin if you have it done like that. What's the matter, baby? Oh, what? Do you have a hard time getting it? Hey, look at me. Everybody look at, listen, let me tell me, let y'all tell me, let me tell y'all a story about me in third grade. Summer before third grade. I cried every day in summertime. My mother said, what is wrong with you? It's summertime. We're going to the lake. We're going to, I cried all the time. Cried every day. Finally, my mother said, if you don't tell me what's wrong, you don't tell me why you're crying every day, you are going to have something to cry about. Well, I knew my mama, and I knew she meant it. So I said, oh, I got to go third grade, and I got to learn how to write cursive writing. I can't do it. She said, well, that's why you're going to go learn it. You're not supposed to know how to do it. You go to school to learn it. And now, people tell me all the time I have beautiful handwriting.
You do.
And, well, this is not really good today because we're, But anyway, sweet thing. I cried all the time because I had learned how to do cursive writing. I get it. You will be dividing the rest of your life. If you can learn how to divide, you'll be able to do fractions. You all already know how to write a fraction. You've been working on that. The total parts are the denominator. The colored sections, the numerator. We've worked on that already today, haven't we?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, now we're going to be looking at that fraction in a little bit different way. You're going to get this. It's no big deal. We'll be doing this forever. You'll never leave it. But this is the easiest way for you all to never make mistakes. All right, has everybody got this? Have you got this written down like this?
I got it for her.
Yeah.
She's having a hard time seeing the board.
Oh,
So it's okay.
gosh, baby.
No, you're good. You're good.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
is everybody good? Okay?
Yes.
Yes, we're good. All right, let's go. Here's our door. You don't have to draw the door. Miss Liz is just doing that kind of metaphorically. Okay. 9, take your divisor. What do I divide it into first? The what?
2.
Look at y'all.
2.
All right, well, are there 9 parts to a 2?
No.
Not gonna happen. Gotta put that placeholder up there. Put that 0. Yeah, that's not happening. Nah. All right, after we divide, what's the next thing we do? Thank you. 0 times the 9. Yeah, anything times 0. Put that 0 under that too. Draw your line, subtract. Now this will be one of the only times you all divide from the 10s back to the 1s. We'll subtract. Normally we do 1s, 10s, 100s. All right. 2 take away nothing, leaves you with a 2. And then you put that little arrow right there under that 7. You bring, it's called, teachers from way, way back will tell you to bring it down. Bring down your 7. Now we get to take the divisor. We've already said he's not going into the 2. Now, do we say 9 into 7? No. We do here, we do the whole number. 9 into the 27. 9 times what gives you 27? 3. There we go. There's our 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Draw your line. Subtract it out. 7 take away 7 is nothing, and 2 take away 2. Do we have a remainder? No. So what is our answer? 3. So now, if we look at this, we can say 9 times 3 equals 27. Your book's going to show you that. Then we're going to take the total, which is going to be your 27. You see that right there? Now we're using that. These two things are the same. What does that say? Divided by. Say it. Divided by. Divided by. Divided by. Divided by. All right, 27 divided by the 9, the divisor, is 3. You just divided. You saw it, multiplication first, and then we got the total. And then we had to go back and do what division does, separate it out. Here it is. We took the dividend, we divided it by the divisor, and we come up with the quotient. Look at y'all. What is this? Is it the same as this? Yes. Yes. Now, people at home, are you getting this? So right now, I'm going to go teach 6th grade grammar. Introductory participial phrases. And I'm going to put 5 on the board for you all to do. And have fun with. Have fun with it. Hey, if we get it today, great. If we don't get it today, we'll get it tomorrow. We'll get it Friday, Thursday. It's okay. We're going to be fine.
That was a fan. I'm like, something phrases. I don't understand any of that.
But you like this? Yeah, I'm not real. The book is a little confusing to me.
Yeah.
All right, the guys at
I saw
home,
that.
have you turned it off yet?
Nope.
No. Okay, guys at home, here, real quick, so Miss Liz can go teach 6th grade, then I have an appointment at 1:30.
She's going to get you guys
Okay, this is
problems.
on in your, same thing you're doing. I want you to do this for me. Ready? Number 1, remember you got to leave lots of room above and below. Okay? All right, number 1, I want you to put, that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be, we'll just do 4 because we won't have room.
Okay. Make sure, guys, you're giving yourself plenty of space because you got to
Okay,
put
you got
your
4 to
answer.
do.
on the top, and then you've got to be able to do that long
Let me show them
division.
something. Now, guys, too, if we start having trouble, the reason I want you to draw that line is if I don't want us to have trouble. If we start having trouble, we're going to turn our papers sideways so we can keep our numbers in line, and we may end up doing that too. Draw that line. Here, I'm going to do it like this so I can help y'all. Right here. You can go ahead and draw your line if you need to. Okay? Okay, I'm going to teach introductory parts of your phrases.
Okay,
Bye,
everybody say
bye,
bye.
bye, 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 guys, bye.